Many men turn to supplements when testosterone does not respond the way they expect. The logic seems reasonable. If a hormone is low or underperforming, adding supportive compounds should help. And in some men, supplements do produce noticeable effects. In others, they do absolutely nothing. This inconsistency leads to confusion, skepticism, and frustration. From a systems perspective, this outcome is predictable. Supplements do not control hormones. They interact with constraints. When a system is limited by missing substrates, mild support can reduce friction. When a system is limited by regulation, stress, or adaptation, supplements are largely irrelevant. The difference between responders and non-responders lies in what is actually limiting the system. In men who respond to supplements, the constraint is often narrow: mild nutrient insufficiency, temporary stress, marginal recovery. In these cases, adding supportive inputs can improve signaling efficiency. The system was already permissive. It simply needed small adjustments. The result feels significant because the barrier was low. In non-responders, the constraint is broader: chronic stress, repeated dieting, metabolic instability, poor sleep quality over long periods, inflammatory load. In these contexts, the system is intentionally restrictive. Supplements cannot override that decision. Adding more inputs does not change the signal the body is responding to. This is why supplement stacks often grow larger over time. When results do not appear, men assume the dose is insufficient or the combination is incomplete. They add more compounds, increase complexity, and chase marginal gains. The system, however, remains unchanged. The limiting factor was never the absence of inputs. It was the presence of constraint. This pattern also explains why early supplement success often fades. A man starts a product and feels better for a few weeks. Energy improves, motivation rises. Then the effect disappears. This is not necessarily placebo. It is adaptation. The system adjusted to a temporary change without resolving the underlying context. Once equilibrium returns, the effect vanishes. It is important to distinguish support from control. Supplements can support normal physiology under the right conditions. They cannot force physiology to behave against regulatory signals. When testosterone remains suppressed, it is because the system is prioritizing stability. Supplements do not change that priority. This does not mean supplements are useless. It means they must be contextualized. Used in the right environment, they can assist recovery. Used in the wrong environment, they waste time and money. Understanding this distinction prevents unrealistic expectations and repeated disappointment. Another factor often overlooked is that supplements tend to work best when the system is already improving. As stress decreases, sleep stabilizes, and metabolic health improves, the body becomes more responsive. Supplements added at that stage may appear powerful, when in reality, they are secondary. The system was ready. This creates a common misunderstanding. Men attribute progress to the supplement rather than the shift in system state. They then recommend the product to others who are not in the same context. When those men do not respond, confusion follows. The missing variable is system readiness. A systems-based approach reframes supplement use entirely. Instead of asking which supplement raises testosterone, the question becomes whether the system can respond at all. If the answer is no, supplements are unlikely to help. If the answer is yes, small inputs may produce noticeable change. This channel does not promote supplements as solutions. It explains why they sometimes work and often do not. Because supplements are not the problem, expectations are. And until hormonal systems are understood as adaptive and protective, supplements will continue to be blamed for outcomes they were never designed to control. Understanding responder versus non-responder physiology allows men to make more rational decisions. It reduces wasted effort. It restores trust in interpretation. And it shifts the focus from chasing products to understanding the system that determines whether any product can work at all.